Earlier this morning in Jackson County, as you can see right here, an 18-wheeler slammed right inside the back of a school bus. The rainfall has caused the high tide to bring flooding all the way up into the streets. So say you're cruising down campus and one of these comes flying through your window. So who's responsible? We're here at Doak Campbell Stadium where renovations are supposed to be completed by this fall. I got my hard hat on, so let's go check things out. There really is a true test to the doctors and staff here at TMH, and today the trauma team was ready at a moment's notice. Investigators are still piecing together this deadly crime that took place at a nightclub in Orlando, the worst mass shooting in American history. Hundreds of protesters behind me are protesting the standardized testing. Their message, enough is enough. Officials are still investigating this deadly fire that claimed the lives of 5 young adults early Sunday morning. The Tallahassee Takeover is an all-day event. From the moment the vendors set up to the moment hundreds of Jaguars and Seminole fans pack this area. Slide the City is literally for everybody. I got my tube right here. Check your listings. Maybe it's coming to a city near you.
Take a look at this picture. It shows a man climbing through a school bus window trying to help injured children. Authorities say it was all caused by this 18-wheeler. It slammed right into the back of a Jackson County school bus in March. Dozens of kids were hurt that day. Our Spencer Allen has the exclusive story of an incredible 8-year-old whose life was changed forever that day and his remarkable road to recovery.
Like most 8-year-olds, Chevy Burdett loves video games. Playing Blur and NBA 2K with friends can take up a typical afternoon.
No, I need 7 code.
But Chevy is anything but typical.
Not everybody goes through the kind of stuff he went through.
March 16th was a day that changed Chevy's life forever when a semi-truck slammed his school bus. 72 students were hurt. Most walked away, but Chevy was trapped.
The floor of the bus literally just crumpled around his left foot, which was sideways. If you took your finger and laid it on a Coke can and crushed it around your finger, that's what his left foot looked like in the floor of the bus. The metal just crushed around his foot.
Scott Harrell is Chevy's uncle and guardian. He says it took nearly 2 hours to free Chevy from the bus. Was it scary?
Very.
What was scary about it?
Just knowing that I couldn't move and something had happened.
You know, he put his arms around me and said, "Uncle Scott, I love you." I said, "I love you too." And he goes, "No, I love you. If anything happens to me, tell everybody else I love them." And everybody stopped and had a tear in their eyes, you know.
Chevy was badly hurt, breaking 35 bones, including both legs and all 10 toes.
I couldn't get up and walk, so I knew something happened.
Doctors amputated 4 toes, and they felt it would be some time before Chevy would walk again.
Ooh, or is that hurt or is that tickle?
But Chevy would defy his grim prognosis, thanks to physical therapy.
Doing some passive stretching to his ankle, stretching his calf.
The rehab is intense, and sometimes painful.
Ooh, that hurt.
All helping Chevy take a big step toward a truly magical moment.
And then 1 foot, and then 1 foot. Look at you go.
Just about 55 days after the crash, Chevy takes his first steps. Slowly but surely, right then left.
I told you I know how to walk.
Chevy's shirt says it all. He makes this look easy.
A 10-day hospital stay with 35 fractures, and now we're already walking. I mean, it's incredible.
He's 8 years old.
He's 8 years old, that's right. And that's the positive. He's got so much growing to do that one day this will just be a distant memory.
Now Chevy is pushing towards new goals.
By Christmas, I want to be able to walk by myself and not with support like a walk-up crutches.
God's going to bring us through all of it. And, you know, he puts his toughest battles on his strongest soldiers, and you will soldier through this as well, you know.
An 8-year-old soldier now taking steps towards healing. Spencer Allen, WCTV Eyewitness News.
We brought you a story earlier this month on B.J. Johnson, a remarkable young man from Rickards High whose story touched a community. Tonight, we follow B.J. as he walked across the stage to receive his diploma. Eyewitness News reporter Spencer Allen has the final chapter in his high school career.
Oh man, living life from the beginning, days like this now, I mean, it's amazing.
Full of self-pride, accomplishment, and celebration, the smile on B.J. Johnson's face says it all. Graduating from high school holds a special place in B.J.'s heart. He made a promise at his grandmother's funeral, and tonight he's making that a reality. BJ is the second of 6 siblings to graduate from high school. His mother, who battled drug addiction throughout his childhood, says he's an inspiration.
I'm very, very proud of my son, even during my struggle in life. I'm very proud of my son. He could have went the other way, but he didn't.
Receiving a diploma is something that can never be taken away. With the support from the community, there's one thing that BJ has treasured the most.
Love, man, and that's all I really want because that's all that really keeps me going. Love is like my energy, you know?
An energy that feeds off every smile. Spencer Allen, WCTV Eyewitness News.
Remember this? The 1993 movie Cool Running showed anything is possible. It profiled the Jamaican bobsled team and how they trained for a winter sport without ice or snow. Well, we found a local group trying to do the same.
Yeah, no bobsleds, though. Our Spencer Allen shows us how FSU's hockey team is preparing, minus the ice.
Come on, go!
To the average eye, this looks like a typical parking garage. But to Coach Nathaniel Boyanjan and the FSU men's ice hockey team, it's what they call their practice rink.
8 squat jumps, nice and high.
Florida State's hockey team trains for icy conditions in a state where the sun shines bright.
Being a part of something that a whole lot of people don't really know at the school, and whenever you tell them that you're on the FSU ice hockey team, they kind of look at you like, what? And you're like, yeah, man, we have a team.
It says a lot about these guys. They love the game of hockey, and they'll do anything to play it.
Go! Go!
At least 3 nights a week, the team dodges obstacles, including a university shuttle.
All the way up, boom.
They practice on concrete, a problem meant to be a solution since there's no ice rink in Tallahassee at all.
I try to replicate as much as possible game-type situations in the garage.
It's very difficult. It's nothing like skating on the ice.
For the Noles, the chance to see ice comes once, maybe twice a month.
Whenever we play, we're always on the road.
We joined the team traveling nearly 3 hours, more than 160 miles, to Columbus, Georgia, for the ACC South Championship.
I'm sure every hockey player out there will tell you there's a difference between being conditioned off the ice and conditioned on the ice. So that's one of the hardest challenges we face when we play teams that have access to ice 2 or 3 times a week for multiple hours.
Despite their obstacles, these Seminoles make no excuses. The team is ranked in the top 15 for the first time in the last 7 years.
It just proves that we really love the game, we love the sport, and hanging out with each other. This becomes like your fraternity when you play out here. So these are the guys I hang out with on the weekends, and this is it's like the family.
A family on and off the ice, now dedicated to winning. Spencer Allen, WCTV Eyewitness News.